cliffs are here. Definitely here. This one's here, this one's here. The lower altitude here and here. Wars of Liberty does change around a lot of things, including civilization, flags, text, units. Like, look at that, we got we got a flying crow explorer apparently. Even though flying crows are no longer in Wars of Liberty, replaced by the long dragons. Alright, so Canada playing his home civilization. Let's see if he already has a deck set. Yes, he does. He's just gonna send 300 wood. He doesn't care about the fur traders. I'd personally go for fur traders for the consistent food income. But otherwise, you know, pretty standard, pretty good Canada deck. Don't see the TCs. Napoleons, a must-have for every Anglo civilization. Let's get China. Unfortunately, a low-level deck. So yeah, okay, this is kind of like a treaty deck. Let's see. Getting the trade post, this will slow down his age up rather significantly. 800 wood is required to age up, and he just spent 200 wood for the trade post, where the fur traders are also generally just unable to do anything but to gather from hunts. So yes, now all the villagers will be forced to switch back over to wood, since you do need that for the age up. But the fur traders are very nice. They gather better than normal villagers from hunts, and they also have a crack shot. They're considered explorers, so you basically start the game with 3 crack shots available to you at all times. So it's actually wise to just send your fur traders around the map, say to this hunt, start herding them in, and also clear out the treasures in the area slowly. But you know, you can reap rather big benefits, especially if you send in the additional 2 fur traders. You end up with 5 crack shots, which is rather insane. So if you see those big pirate treasures, for example, with 300 of any resource, you are able to pick them up. You know, age 1, pretty solid. We're getting 2 villages side by side, going for high population. How much wood were these? 200, yeah. He does have to go out quite a bit for these. Maybe he could have placed one of his villages a little more out, since you can garrison your villages into your villages for safety. Oh, looks like Buddy is going to be going down here. He does have a shipment. Looks like he will be saving for the H2. I believe he did have a few aggro cards. Yep. What was this again? 6 black bears. That would actually be interesting to see. F in chat for Buddy. Alright, what's this treasure? 80 wood. That is going to be solid. That would have been amazing for Canada especially. So even denying Canada wood in general is rather powerful. This is probably another wood treasure. Yep, 95 wood up for the taking. You know, just takes the fur traders to go over there, kill the bears, and then take the treasure to only continue hunting right over here. You know, it's really available for fur traders, like I've mentioned. Better bring some solid show matches after this. I mean, if someone does want to play, maybe Dansil's also up to continue playing, I will gladly take anyone on as in previous streams, although probably only 1, maybe at most 2 games, since it is almost 4 AM for me. And oddly enough, I woke up at 9 AM this morning. Normally I wake up at like 2-3 PM. I don't know what happened. I keep mentioning it, but as mentioned, it's not guaranteed. But since this is a one-time tournament, I kept saying this, but I didn't actually finish what I was saying. Once in a year tournament, it is rather disappointing to see when we have no-shows. Especially last year, we had quite a lot of no-shows despite signing up. So, if there are players that want to take the slots for no-shows, I might just do that. I don't know. We'll see. Especially in the case of a double no-show. Outpost does go up successfully. This will allow for some aggressive shipments. If he does choose to send units through the outpost instead of having to path all the way from his TC. Or is this a fight for me to bring Streletsy back into the Discord server? Right, looks like he goes for the Summer Palace. Very classic choice to get the free army. Over time, albeit rather slowly. You do get the food crates, however, so that's always nice. So, curious to see what the first shipment will be from Canada. Only 3 fur traders, since I think he also doesn't have any fur traders in H2, yeah. So yeah, forward barracks will be coming up, and then first shipment might be 700 wood, might be units. We'll have to wait and see. Unless he already sent and gathered the shipment and I missed it. I don't know. Probably not. It should have still been there. Yeah, we still have the food crates from the age up. So with that and on wood, he probably will be going for Chukonu in general. He's got sentries. That was a raid that I missed. That's odd. I don't think I missed a raid. There aren't any units, are there? I'm pretty sure there isn't. Or I'm extremely blind. Maybe misclick, yeah, you're right. But yeah, Youngs. So Youngs are a new addition to China and Wars of Liberty, which I quite really like the concept of. You can train them from villages for rather cheap. So, I mean, they're pretty weak as you can see, but they're also cheap. So, you can just really mass them and use them as a meat shield, which in the early game can be actually very powerful. Because, considering how many units you have. Oh, that was a fast fortress. Okay. You will be getting the Marines and the rifles and probably dropping the 2 Napoleons. That is going to be a very, very powerful push. Yeah, riflemen and Marines, both very powerful units. China, of course, having the weaker units will struggle, but we are getting the Neon Riders. Marines in the front. Okay, they do make it back, but they were in trouble for a moment there. Youngs flanking from the back. Chukono getting the hits on the rifleman will be strong. Probably shouldn't send the Neon Rider here. Fighting good though, lots of Marines coming in. That was probably a shipment of 6 plus the 5 trained. Riflemen do make it back. Pushing forwards. More Youngs coming to join the fight. More units. Well done by Airfall for maintaining the defense. Especially against the more powerful H3 units. But there is obviously a limit to that, given that the Marines do deal siege damage. So it does bypass the 20% range resist. And any moment now, I am expecting Napoleons to drop from this outpost. More Youngs coming in, desperate to defend. There's a lot of units here. He's also gaining a lot of experience points. Sentries coming out. But yeah, there's a lot of XP coming in. But dansil, so it's a matter of time. Oh, we got 8 Shukonu coming out. Riflemen at the front, but they're a bit late to fire there, unfortunately. Go up really close. I think he misclicked, but you know. Calls GG. We got Fencibles coming in. Alright, the initial fight, I really liked how the Youngs kind of just flanked from the back. The first hold off was really well done, despite the disadvantage of the H3 units.